Hey Aquarius, welcome to your month ahead reading for December 2022. We're going to take a peek at the energies that are surrounding you over the next month and start out with a question from Spirit. We have change. What do you most want to change in your relationship to wealth, however you define it? What is something familiar or comforting to you that you must release in order to create this desired change? And let's pull an oracle card to see what other energies are surrounding this reading for my Aquarius collective. What else is happening for my Aquariuses out there? We have Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of my Aquarius collective out there, that there is a little bit of a fear of change. That there is this sense of, when it comes to your wealth, whether you look at that as being healthy, if you define that as, the relationships that you have, your health, they always say health is wealth, but there is some sense that there is some resistance to changing the way that you operate, to changing the way that you move through life. And it's almost as if you are sort of stuck where you are because there's a fear of shaking things up, that you don't want to be off balance, or you don't want to be sort of out of sync with what it is that you've been accustomed to, what it is that you have sort of come to know as your own life. And so, but I feel like there's a little bit of a desire for you to change things. I think that there's a desire for more, but there's this nervousness around making those sort of small edits or refinements to your life that will get you closer to what it is that you want. So if you have a job that you have right now, that's okay. That's, pretty stable, pretty comfortable. You know how to do the work. The pay is decent, no big conflicts or anything, but you want more. You want a higher salary. You want a different type of challenge in whatever it is that you do. There's almost this sense of, well, let me stay here because it's the devil that I know. That, you don't want to necessarily risk trying something new and just being uncertain, being a little bit off balance. And so I feel like Spirit is saying that there's an opportunity for you to do things differently while you can still stay grounded and still stay stable at the same time. So let's jump into some tarot and see what other messages we can pull from Spirit for you. And we're going to start with taking a look at your energy going into December. Wow, we have the King of Fire in reverse. This is a King of Wands in traditional tarot. And this is a very fiery, energetic, passionate energy. And it feels for my Aquarius collective that you're not necessarily feeling those good vibrations. That the passion that you may have had for life once upon a time is not necessarily front and center in your life right now. It seems like a very sort of, I don't want to say dull existence, but there's nothing that is necessarily lighting a fire under you. There's not something that's super exciting. And with the Seven of Water or the Seven of Cups, it feels like you're wanting to get to a place where you explore your options. This is really about having choices. We have these seven cups that have different things inside of them. Dead fish, jewelry, other things, who knows what. But this is a card of exploration, I think, in the context of your reading with the energy that I'm getting. And so while you're not particularly excited about where you are right now, it's almost like, what else is out there for me? What would happen if I did X? Or what would happen if I did Y or Z? And even with that curiosity, there's still something that's holding you back a little bit. That resistance that you have to change. Wow, that's a lot of cards that came out for why this is important for you to think about right now. we have the 10 of air or the 10 of swords in traditional tarot, alongside the King of Earth in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Pentacles upright. So what it feels right now is that there is a profound level of disappointment that you're experiencing right now with the 10 of air. This, could be about being stabbed in the back or betrayed. I don't necessarily get that energy from this reading. I do feel like there is a huge amount of disappointment that you are experiencing. Almost like I was made for so much more than what it is that I'm doing right now. And with the King of Earth in reverse, this is really about someone who is abundant, who has that tangible, those material goods that they have been seeking sort of in this earthly realm. And I don't think that you have everything it is that you want. But at the same time, with the 6 of Pentacles, you are determined to hold on to this balance. Like, you don't want to upset the pendulum in any way. You don't want it to swing too far to the left. You don't want it to swing too far to the right. And where you are right now, even though there's a sense of discontentment that's happening, things are pretty even. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's just kind of like blah, blah, blah. Another day, another dollar. Here we are. Same old, same old. So that element of excitement isn't there, but it's safe because every day is the same. So I feel like it's important for you because there is this little bit of push and pull that we have, this disappointment with where you are, but at the same time, the reluctance to actually change things. Now, how you can make the most out of this month, and this is interesting. We have 2 more cards that flipped out. We have the 3 of fire, or the 3 of wands, and we also have in reverse, and we also have the 7 of wands upright. So the 3 of wands, when it's in the upright position, is about someone who is waiting for their ships to come in. And having it in reverse is less of a passive energy. It's somebody who actually goes out and gets what they want. So if you're someone who's like sitting on the shore and you see a ship in the distance and you're, the 3 of wands upright would be you staying on that shore and waiting for the ship to come in to you. The 3 of wands in reverse is you jumping off that cliff and swimming out to meet that ship. And having it clarified by the 7 of wands, this is a very defensive energy. This is someone who is defending their position. So I think that this inclination that you have, that this, maybe dream, this aspiration that you have for more, to do more, to be more, to have more, this is something that you are going to have to fight for. This is not something that you're going to be able to sort of passively wait to come into you. You're going to have to put a little juice into it, Aquarius. You're going to have to put a little bit of elbow grease on it, put a little smack on it. You're going to have to go out and get it. So that's how you're going to be able to make the most out of the energy coming up to you in this month. This is a very go get it type of attitude. You're going to have to embrace some change. But I think that there's a way to do it safely, responsibly, in a way that makes you comfortable, where you don't feel completely off balance, but ultimately you're going to have to be comfortable with being a little bit uncomfortable and finding some grounding within that energy. Now, something that you might think about exploring going into this month, and I love this, we have the Page of Air or the Page of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Messenger of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. So with the Page of Air in reverse, upright, this is a very passive energy. This is a watcher card. Someone who kind of stands off to the sidelines and they're kind of observing things. They're taking notes. They're gathering all of their information, but they're not necessarily acting on anything in that moment. So much like we have the 3 of Fire card where you're going out, you're going after something. This is a card that is saying you need to explore options to move forward. These options that you had over here that are coming into you for you to consider, it's going to require you taking action on one of them. So now is the time for you to not sit passively. This is a time for you to explore the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. And with the messenger of fire, this is really about someone bringing into you something exciting, an opportunity that's being presented to you. So when this opportunity comes your way, you are going to have to make the decision whether or not you're going to explore it, whether or not this is something that you are going to pursue. It's going to require change. It's going to require a little bit of discomfort. But I do think that, Aquarius, you have the ability to remain grounded. I think that you're smart enough to be able to ask all of the right questions and get all of the information that you need in order to act on this in an intelligent and informed way. Now, something to be mindful of this month, we have the Four of Earth or the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is you not holding yourself back. I feel like the energy that's sort of throughout the entirety of this reading is about you moving. It's about you taking chances, smart chances, not you being reckless. And I don't get that sense that you would be. But this is about you embracing change, embracing opportunity, and not restricting yourself from what could be. So especially when it comes to opportunities to make money, to do something a little bit different, there's no need for you to hold yourself back. And look, we have the Nine of Earth or the Nine of Pentacles to clarify. This is abundance. This is stability. This is you creating a foundation, a tangible foundation of wealth and abundance. So moving forward, taking advantage of this opportunity that's coming into you, it's going to serve you well, but you have to have the strength and courage to be able to embrace change, to be able to do things differently. But I feel like it's going to work out for you, Aquarius. I really, really do. And look what we have to clarify. Another message from Spirit. Go for your dreams. So this sense that you have of discontentment, this feeling that you were meant for more, that you should have more, it's correct. This feeling is not steering you wrong. You have abundance in something that you need to be mindful of. Moving forward, embracing opportunity, embracing change. Spirit is telling you to go for it. The universe is not going to let you fail on this one, Aquarius. It has your back 100%. You've done the work. You will do the work. You will go into this smart. You will go into it informed. And it's going to work out for you. So take a chance. Embrace change. That's what I got from my Aquarius collective. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you on the next one.